Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Dave's Faves. And as some of you may know, well, you're not going to know in the year 27,865 if you're watching this video then, but today is Thanksgiving. And so I have to do the obvious choice for Thanksgiving, don't I? It's Charles Ives, the New England Holidays Symphony, one of which is Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, of course, includes that wonderful tune, God beneath thy guiding hand, our exiled fathers crossed the sea, and as they sailed the wintry strand, with prayer and song they worshipped thee. Because I sang it when I was in high school. You see, Ives and I went to the same high school, and we used to do a Christmas concert in New Haven at Trinity Church on the Green. And that was one of the big hymns that was sung regularly. Anyway, Ives was, of course, an original, a genius. And the New England Holiday Symphony is actually a sequence of 4 symphonic poems that he stuffed together, rather as Sibelius did in his Lemminkainen Suite. The difference being that the Lemminkainen Suite really is a symphony, whereas the New England Holiday Symphony is really 4 separate symphonic poems that you can jam together and turn into a symphony. Actually, I don't really think it works fabulously well as a symphony. I would prefer to hear the individual movements separately. And the reason is because Ives really didn't have much sense of form. Or he had one sense of form, let's put it that way. His one sense of form is begin with this sort of dissonant fog of string texture, and then have a lively middle section of one type or another, and then return to the dissonant fog of string texture. That is his idea of form for the most part. Now, of course, he did this in wonderful ways, and no one piece is the same as the other. The dissonances are different, as are the rambunctious middle sections. So there's no problem taking these pieces one at a time. But when you listen to 4 of them at once, you do begin to get kind of, I would say, a bit of formal or oral fatigue as a result of having the same thing thrown at you every time. I mean, that's me. Other people may disagree. So for that reason, I suggest taking them one movement at a time, and that's why Thanksgiving works perfectly well separately, especially because it requires a chorus, and none of the others do. So there you go. Now, my pick, and this will go to surprise you, my current fave, is the new recording on Chandos featuring Andrew Davis with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, which is packed off in a box somewhere, and it's in Connecticut, so I can't wave it in front of you, but I'm listing it down below so you'll see very clearly what it is. You don't need to see the picture on the cover. I mean, trust me, I reviewed it on ClassicsToday.com. You can go read the review there too. It's really wonderful. And what's really wonderful about it, first of all, is that Andrew Davis is a conductor who is really on again, off again. He can be really, really exciting and dynamic, or he can be absolutely listless and flabby, and you never know who's going to show up. But his Ives is really terrific. And the reason, I think, is because Ives does not give you lots of room to interpret. You just have to play what's there, or approximate what's there if what he wrote is impossible. And you're in business, and it works really well. And with the Melbourne Symphony, he's got a very, very good group, and they're quite well recorded. But the best thing about this disc is the entire package, because not only do you get the Holiday Symphony, but you get the 3 places in New England in an absolutely first-class performance, and you get the Unanswered Question and Central Park in the Dark, its companion piece, which you almost never hear. And so it's kind of like, aside from the symphonies, it's like the ultimate Ives orchestral disc. It really is. It's just such a wonderful coupling, and that's what, for me, kind of pushes it over the top. Just the sheer convenience of having the thing there. I mean, there are many recordings now, or at least half a dozen, of the Holiday Symphony, and they're all very good. I mean, Tilson Thomas did it twice. Eugene Ormandy did it. You can find it around. It's really not a rarity like it was. Donald Johannes did it. It's all around. You can get it. But this one is beautiful sonically. The performances are first class, and just for what you get, that package is irresistible. I mean, if you're going to have like one Ives disc, that's the one to get. And that's why I really enjoy it at the moment. I mean, it all depends on my mood and what's going down and what else comes, of course. But at the moment, that is one hell of a decent Ives collection. And I recommend it accordingly. And it's my current fave because I just have it and I can listen to whatever I want of Ives very, very conveniently. And I appreciate that. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.